Today, I'm gonna clean this automotive carpet to go from this to this. Look at all this stuff. Yuck. Well, today I'm taking care of this nasty coffee stain, which was directly underneath the front driver's seat. Looking closely, you can see just how gnarly this is. It's a very dark stain on this gray carpet, and it's a little bit sticky as well. Now, I'm assuming it's coffee. I really don't know what it is. It kind of sort of smells sweet, like coffee with a sweetener. So I've already sprayed a little spot for a test, and what I used was this simple green and water solution. So I'm gonna let that soak in just for a little bit here. Then I'm gonna hit it with some steam and simply a toothbrush and see what we can remove. So that was the steam, and I have had really good luck with that steam. So I figured I might as well give it a shot, trying to get some soapy solution like the simple green along with some warm steam. I might even pour a little more water on here, but I didn't want to completely soak this carpet. Okay, now I'll pour a little more water on the spot. I'll give it some more scrubbing. I'm just trying to see exactly what it's going to take to get this stain out. Just how bad is this stain? Now, the other thing is you can see the grain of the carpet, how it kind of runs this way. I don't really want to mess with the carpet so much as the looks. I don't want to do anything too harsh that's really gonna mess up the actual look of the carpet. So I'm just trying to do a light, very simple, easy job here. Okay, I have my vacuum running. I'm gonna go ahead and try to suck some of this stuff out of here. But first thing I wanna do is add a little more water just to give it some kind of rinsing ability. Okay, now I'll come in and try to suck this out. And we'll see what that looks like. Wow, already? Well, holy smokes, guys, that did a really good job. You can see just the difference there. Sure, it's not perfect. It doesn't look like brand new carpet, but I didn't ruin the carpet in the process of trying to clean it. I also didn't completely soak the entire inside of my vehicle trying to clean the carpet. Now, of course, yes, I could remove all of the interior, try to remove the carpet, wash it outside, rinse it off, let it dry, reinstall everything, but I don't want to do that. This is really the biggest spot that I'm concerned with, and if I can get this to be that clean, just with a few simple steps here, I think that's worth it to leave everything in and just really spot treat this. So since I just had such a good result already with this one spot, I think I'm gonna do the same thing to the rest of this. I'm just gonna pre-soak it with my simple green and water solution, and then I'll follow it up with some steam. Okay, so simple green, here we go. Ooh, this area is really bad. Okay, everything has now been pre-soaked with simple green. I'll go ahead and follow all of this up with some steam. Man, look at that. That activated something. That heat in that soapy solution looks like it's really going to work there. Take my toothbrush here. Oh yeah, I can feel the heat coming off of this carpet, so that's good. And this might take multiple passes, but I think this first pass is going to be really effective. Look at all this stuff. Yuck. That is like dark chocolate right there. Wow. Okay, here goes the first pass for vacuuming. I just gotta vacuum some of this out. It's so bad. I'm gonna have to come back and do a second pass because no matter how good this looks, I know there's still gonna be, you know, coffee or whatever this is down in that carpet. Whoa. Wow. Okay, well, I know this still doesn't look good. It actually looks worse on camera for some reason than it looks to my eye, but nevertheless, we still have work to do here. This was just like the first main junk that came up. I wanted to get that vacuumed out so then I can come back and clean it and have just a cleaner solution working on this stain. I'm hoping to get it all out, of course, but already this is looking very promising. I still have some simple greens soaking around, and I'm just gonna go ahead and work on all that. But I did wanna kind of show you what's going on behind the carpet. Well, you can see this black stuff here that my thumb is on. This is like a rubbery material. So this carpet actually has a rubber backing, so none of this fluid and water that I'm using to clean all this is actually going through to the pad or anything down below. And that's the whole point here. I didn't want to soak this pad underneath the carpet. I didn't want water getting down just under everything. I really wanted to make sure that everything under this carpet remained dry. So that's why I'm not just taking a hose and hosing this down and scrubbing it with a giant scrub brush. I really want to make sure that I'm kind of just spot treating the area and not getting a bunch of water underneath that carpet that's really never going to dry out and could potentially cause mold and things like that. All right, I went ahead and got a little bit of a bigger scrub brush. Had this thing laying around. It's almost like a stiffer bristle. Honestly, it's probably no stiffer than the toothbrush, but there's just more of them. So I figured I should just be careful. I'm using a little water. There's already enough simple green that I sprayed, and I'm just trying to scrub. Now, again, I don't want to ruin the carpet's natural, weave that it has. I know this isn't going to be absolutely perfect when it's all said and done, but for me, the point is to get as much of it out as possible, but also to remove the smell, because I could smell this, whatever this was, coffee, soda, I could smell it. It was just this weird, sweet smell every time you get in the car, and I'm like, man, it's gotta be this, and when I put my nose down here, it was this. So kind of half the purpose here is just to remove the smell, while at the same time, obviously, removing the stain. All right, I think we can soak some water into this and vacuum it out now and see what we got. But first, actually, I think I'm gonna throw some steam on it. Wow, this is actually throwing a lot of water because of the way I'm kind of moving this thing around, so I don't think I'll need to add any more water before I just vacuum it out. Wow. Oh yeah. Wow, look at that just disappear. I mean, you can still see something, and I could come back again. But overall, for the first pass here, holy smokes, guys. First pass, and look at the difference. I'm still gonna go back through here with that scrub brush, with more hot water, maybe a little more simple green. I don't know. There may still be enough in there with a little hot water and the scrub brush. I may be able to get the rest of this out, but just with one pass, look at that difference from what we started with to what we have now. That's incredible. That's definitely gonna take care of the smell. And already I am very, very satisfied. Remember, there's a whole seat that goes here. So the only thing really that's visible is this stuff right along the edge here that's not being hidden by the door sill that goes here. So yeah, I still have some work to do right back here. and just kind of other various places. I'm gonna get some of these other stains back here I haven't touched yet, even some of those ones back there. But so far, this is definitely promising. All right, second pass done for this area here. And you can see, while not perfect, it does look really, really good. And I think it could benefit even from a third pass. But so far, the before and the after just look incredible. I was able to get pretty much everything out of this carpet. Yes, there is still a little bit of staining, but it honestly doesn't look as bad to my eye as it looks on camera for whatever reason. But there is just a little bit of staining still here and here. But again, the seat goes over that, so you won't see that. And then you have a sill that sits in this area here. But overall, I am really impressed what I've been able to do with a little simple green, a scrub brush, and some steam. I mean, that's like 85, 90% there. All right, we have a little more work done back here underneath this driver's side rear seat. And I'm just trying to suck some of the water out of here. All right, well, this area right down here where the seat belt came down, I wasn't able to get super good in this crevice, so I decided to try to remove this panel. And in order to do that, I had to remove this cover off of the bottom of the seat belt here, and now I'm removing this bolt. There it is. This should just pop out, but I may need to remove this bottom door sill here on the rear door. All right, yep, I just removed this bottom sill here for the rear door, and good thing, because I have a lot of vacuuming to do here. But the purpose was really to try to figure out how this pops out. I'm sure it just probably clips right in here. Let's see here. Yep. Okay, got the whole thing off. There's two clips right there in the middle, a couple of guides, it looks like. Wow, you can see there's a lot of stuff I can clean back here, but also I'm gonna be able to clean this carpet here. And again, this is hidden, yes, but the smells aren't hidden. So that's kind of my purpose here. One of the main purposes is to get rid of all the smells associated with this stain. Wow. Dust and dog hair. Gonna get some simple green right along the edge there. Just to heat that stuff up. Then I'll get my scrub brush going. This was definitely worth it to go the extra mile, take out a couple more panels, which only took about 5 minutes. I am gonna be putting a fan in this vehicle overnight. So even after I vacuum everything, and I'm obviously trying to be very careful not to get any water underneath this carpet into the pad or anything, but even after I do all this and vacuum all the water out, it's still gonna be damp. And what I'm gonna do is put a fan in here and let it run at least for a full day just to dry everything out. So not only is there steam coming out, but being that I'm tilting it, it's putting out a lot of boiling hot water as well, which is what I want. This way, it's gonna kind of help me to loosen all this stuff up and vacuum it up. Look at that. Wow. That stain is essentially gone. Well, let's take a look at what I just did. And you can see there was a huge stain all along here. And I mean, yes, there's still a little bit of color there, but for the most part, that is completely gone. And that pretty much means that the smell is also gonna be gone. There's another angle of that whole area that we did earlier underneath the seat. And yes, like I said, there's still a little tiny bit of color there. I mean, it was coffee after all, and it's probably been there for years. But overall, the difference is night and day. It's unbelievable. Well, I'm almost done on this driver's side. You can see the difference is absolutely astonishing. There still is a few more spots I'm gonna get here real quick that are all up here in the footwell area, and a few more spots right here on kind of the wall where the center console is. So I'm gonna work on all that using the same techniques you've already seen, just some simple green, some steam, and a scrub brush. and we'll check out the final result. Okay, I decided to remove this rear seat, and the reason why, if you look close, I was noticing the staining and I knew it went underneath the bracket there for the seat. And of course, because of the smell, not because of the stain itself, but because of the smell, I'm trying to remove as much of this as possible. I figured, why not remove the seat and try to get all this stuff out. No big deal. It was only 2 bolts to remove that seat, but I just finished up here in the front. I finished this whole area. It came out really, really nice. I finished all back there underneath the center console, and everything turned out really, really nice. I am still seeing with this stain here, I'm not exactly sure what that is, but I've gone over that I think 3 different times now, and it definitely looks better, but it's still there. So whatever that is, it's not coming out, but I'm okay with that. I just sprayed some of the Simple Green here, and I'm gonna spray it on this. This looks like rust stains from something. I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but that's what it looks like. Not sure what that is, but we're gonna spray some Simple Green, see if we can get that out as well. Okay, everything is scrubbed down, steamed, and we're gonna start vacuuming out all of this water. Yeah, I feel like I can smell coffee as I do this. All right, y'all, while it ain't perfect, it wasn't supposed to be. It was really just supposed to get most of the stain out, definitely get the smell out, and a bonus, save myself over $300 and a bunch of work on replacing this carpet. And I think the job went excellently. Our before and after of the stain here are absolutely astonishing. And looking towards the front here, you can see it almost looks new. Yes, we still have a little bit of color on this light gray carpet, but this was coffee. It was probably there for years, and this was dark coffee. Overall, I am extremely pleased at the outcome. And looking towards the back seat, you can see I was able to get a lot of that staining out, especially right here where the bolt hole is. And as for those 2 rust stains, while they are still there, they do look better. But for just a little bit of time, tools that I already had, no harsh chemicals, I was able to get this carpet extremely clean compared to what it was. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put my nose right in there and we'll smell and see if I can smell anything. All I smell is the slightest hint of Simple Green, and I think that will go away. I don't smell anything anymore. This is awesome. So what do you guys think? Did I do a good job on this 2005 4Runner with 236,000 miles on it? Was it up to your standards? I think it is up to mine. I'm super stoked right now. I don't have to buy a new carpet and go through that whole process. And these stains I just cleaned today, this was the worst of it. It's nowhere near as bad on that side. Here's the passenger side untouched, and you can see this carpet really doesn't need much other than a good vacuum. I'll tell you what, the more I use Simple Green, the more I'm actually really impressed with this stuff. And I did just set that fan up, and it's just gonna be blowing air across this carpet all night long. And I think that's gonna do a nice job of drying everything out. All right, babe, I want to do something, okay? So I just cleaned this carpet,
okay,
like phenomenally good.
Look?
What I want to do, I want to give her my phone so she can remember what it looked like before, because I don't want her just to see this and be like, oh yeah, it's fine. I want you to see the before. Okay,
right?
Here is, yeah, here's, okay, come here, okay. So hold that.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's something good did not happen there. I don't know what that is.
But like, I just want you to put that in your mind.
Okay, got it.
So you have that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Horrible, right?
Horrible, yeah.
Needs new carpet.
Yeah, what did it smell like is the question.
Honestly, it's had like a weird kind of sweet smell, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, it was nasty.
Okay, all right, yep,
Okay.
It's in my mind,
Okay,
got it.
All right, so I want to get your initial reaction.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's a lot better.
A lot better?
I mean, yeah, it's a lot better, but you can definitely still see some staining. Is that
well,
as
honey,
good as it's gonna
it was
get?
coffee. It's been there for probably years and years.
Is that as good as it's gonna get?
That I feel like.
I mean, okay. How much is it to just replace the carpet?
Okay, but that's not the point. Okay, so it's like over $300.
Okay, then this is great. Love it. Perfect, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Good job.
Now that's the reaction I was after. Once she knew to replace the carpet was over $300.
It's perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah, good job.
And that's
Wow.
exactly where I'm coming from too. From cleaning this, I'm like, look, you can still see the color, but the before and after, right?
Yeah,
I mean, the before and after.
It's a huge difference. Do I wish it was perfect? Yes, but you know, it's not a new car. It's all good.
Yeah, it's not a new car. We're not trying to pretend it is. It's got 236,000 miles. So we're just doing the best we can. We're doing the most. We're
just being efficient with our money. Can
Yeah.
I smell it? And it needs the sniff test.
That's a good idea. I did that on camera.
You did?
So I'd like to see what you think.
Okay. Now, I have a very good sniffer, so I don't smell anything. It honestly smells like new car. It doesn't even smell chemically.
Really?
Yeah. What'd you clean it with?
Simple Green. Do you smell Simple Green at all?
No, I don't even smell Simple Green. No.
Wow.
All right.
See,
Yeah.
I did say on camera that, this wasn't just about the stain. A lot of it was the smell.
Yeah.
I couldn't live with the smell. Every time I got in the
No.
car, it just had that weird, what is that smell?
And if it had like a chemical smell, like whatever, we don't want to breathe grody, who knows what. so.
Man, you're hitting all my points here. See, that was the whole thing too. Was
Are we on the
using
same page?
using Simple Green. Yes.
Yes, it's because we're in love. We love each other. We've been married 23 years. Did you guys know that?
I knew I married you for a reason. 23 years of marriage, guys.
Yep.
23 years.
Just celebrated our anniversary.
Just a few days ago.
Yeah.
23 years.
Of dealing with this. Comment
And
below
this.
if you feel bad for
And
me.
this.
What? I'm a wonderful wife to you.
I'm a wonderful husband.
Yes, you are.
Look at the stuff
Yes.
I do out here. I actually have a lot of fun and like doing this, but
Well, I'm proud of you. What's
Yeah.
next? Tell me what's next.
well, I got to recover the passenger leather seat.
Okay.
Probably take care of some light staining over there. We're gonna do spark plugs. We're gonna do some vinyl wrap, I think, on the hood and the roof of this thing to get
Okay.
rid of the kind of sun-baked paint. Take care of some dents. There's a lot of things. I also have to do, obviously, like suspension work and
I am most excited to see what the wrap does.
I'm really, really. I still have to like pinpoint the color I want to go with.
Yeah.
But yeah, after I did that handle over there in that like camo, that turned out so cool.
You're not doing the camo on the top.
No,
are
no,
you?
no. I think I'm just gonna do like a
Okay.
lighter gray color, something like what's on the roads these days. That
Yeah.
kind of like flat gray.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay.
So.
Well, thanks, Jim. I'm gonna leave you to it.
Alrighty then. Bye.
Bye.
Well, how about that, guys? She actually liked it. Okay, she kind of thought that it could have been better until she knew the price of replacing the carpet. Then she liked it. And that's kind of like what I was saying. That's where I'm coming from. This is a used vehicle, 236,000 miles. I'm not trying to pretend it's brand new. So the fact that I was able to get almost all of that stain out and all the smell, it seems, that's awesome to me.
And the sound you may have been hearing is that fan. I did have this fan, like I said, running all night long. So this carpet is definitely completely dry. And obviously we didn't get any water underneath the carpet because it is rubber backed. So we are good to go with the fan. I can turn that off.
Well, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this crazy before and after of this terrible carpet. This was stained bad. I knew when I bought this thing I was going to have to do something about it. That was going to have to be one of the first things. So again, if you did like it, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It really helps this video and the channel as a whole. If you've watched this far and you're not a subscriber to the channel, hit that subscribe button. It's free. It also helps the channel. And, if you want, you can hit the bell to be notified anytime I upload a new video.
All right, guys. Well, I'm Ferris with One Road, and I will see you in the next one, if Jimmy lets me.